All right, welcome everybody to our new ambassador Zoom tonight. This is going to be real basic, and really what I wanted to go over is some of the stuff that you aren't necessarily going to find in your success kit, just some basics that I want you to know and understand about Plexus. So if you are brand new this month, last month, whenever, welcome. First of all, I might be kind of biased, but I think you've made probably one of the best decisions you'll ever make in your life. I know that has been true for me. I am Jacqueline Stanley, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. And I'm not going to tell much of my story because I think you've got a lot of opportunities to have heard it. And if you haven't heard it yet, I'll give you an opportunity later on. But I've been with Plexus a little over 2 years, and I just kind of wanted to go over some basic stuff for new ambassador, just some basic information, welcome you, give you a chance to join in with other ambassadors and just kind of see what we're all about. So this is kind of a weird place to start, but I feel like it's kind of important. I'm going to start with the income potential because I want to have your buy-in for this business. And while I'm going to say that the income is not the most important thing here, I just know with network marketing, that's always something that people are very skeptical about if they can actually make money. So we're not all about the money, okay? I want you to know that. But I also want to make sure that you understand the potential is amazing here, okay? So I say that because I had done network marketing before. Before I started Plexus, I'd been with a company and I loved their product and I worked really hard. A lot of you guys have heard me say this, but I didn't earn enough in a year to get a 1099, okay? So that's crazy because my first month with Plexus, I pretty much secured that, okay? So I just want to talk about that potential for a minute because yes, there is great money to be made in network marketing. Network marketing is a genius business model in my opinion, but it's got to be done right. And I'm kind of a weirdo in that I like to study other compensation plans. If I see another company or if I see somebody that I've been dying to have on my team and I see them sign with another company, I'm like, whoa, why did they go with this company? I try to look up all this information. And I truly believe that we have the best compensation plan out there. Okay, so what is the earning potential? As a silver ambassador, that's the first rank within Plexus. That just takes signing 3 ambassadors under you. And these people don't need to necessarily want to work the business. But when you have 3 qualified ambassadors under you, qualified meaning that they either have a welcome pack or 100 PV, when you have 3 of those, you hit silver. The average income for a silver ambassador is over $400 a month. When I first signed up, that was a big deal because I was a stay-at-home mom. For an extra $400 a month is life-changing for so many families. A gold ambassador, that's the next promotional level. The average monthly income is over $1,000. That's a big deal. The next rank is senior gold, and that's just under $2,000 a month. I joined in February, March, April. By my 3rd month, I was senior gold. So that was crazy to be making $2,000 a month. And that was, for those initial rankings, a lot of times those average incomes are actually pretty low for what most people are making. Ruby is the next promotion, and they're making just under $3,000 a month. Senior Ruby, they're making $4,300 to $4,300 a month on average. And then we get up to what we all like to say, like gangsta money. One of my diamond uplines likes to say that, Melissa Darby. Emerald. Emerald is the first jewel ranking within Plexus. And how fitting to share this today because we have the first jewel on our team under me today. Kelsey Walsh, she's not on here because she's in Mexico with her family, but she hit the rank of Emerald today. And so, gosh, yeah, I know this is it's huge. It is so exciting. And that is just about $10,000 a month. Okay. Yeah. So, you need some money, head up Kels. Just kidding. Okay. So I'm going to be real honest. I want to be really honest about these rankings. Or these average income levels. Those all are pretty dead on. If not, maybe people are earning a little bit more. When you hit the sapphire and the diamond rankings, I'm going to be really honest with you. These averages are high, okay? You're definitely making over $10,000 a month, okay? But the average sapphire, the average is $20,000 a month. That's pretty high for a sapphire. And then the average for a diamond is $36,000 a month. I'll be completely honest with you. I have come nowhere close yet to $36,000 a month, but I'm doing okay. So that just to give you an idea of the income potential. And like I said, we're not all about the money, but I think I just really want people to understand what is possible, because I see so many people with other network marketing companies that have fabulous products and they are just fighting tooth and nail to earn just a couple $100s a month. And it just breaks my heart, because I see it's just a lot different with Plexus. Okay. If you have been with Plexus for a while and you agree, you want to put your hand up. The earning potential is way more than you thought. Yeah. So if you're seeing those hands, yeah, they're not lying, because we don't lie. So I'm going to kind of backtrack to what we're really all about, and that is what our products have to offer. If you are new, chances are you have not been able to see on Facebook the way we used to market, which the FDA did not really like. We were very truthful, especially on this team. We are never trained to put untruths out there. Okay? Everything that we share is truthful, and everything that we did share was truthful. We're not able to say anything about medical conditions, even down to we can't say the word headache, we can't say migraines, we can't say allergies, we can't say any of that stuff. Okay. So it really limits us in what we can share. And so many people out there are suffering with things that Plexus has changed like countless lives. So if you're new, you're coming from a harder place, I feel like, because you don't completely understand people that have things like fibromyalgia and are in severe pain on a regular basis are finding relief with our products. People with severe anxiety issues are seeing an improvement. We will never claim to treat or cure any disease, but I'm telling you, there are so many things that are prevalent out there that our products can help address. So there are other network marketing companies out there that I buy from and that are awesome. But I am so proud to say that I'm a Plexus ambassador, because our products literally change lives. Okay, so this sounds like a pretty great gig. You can make amazing money, and then you also are changing people's lives. So pretty awesome, right? I've got somebody that is not muted. I tried to mute all, but if you're on a phone, you may not be muted. So if you can just mute so we don't have background noise, that would be awesome. So if you have any questions about the types of things that Plexus can help with, reach out to your sponsor if they don't know, or your sponsor, go on up the chain. And you can always private message people. So if you see people talking about things that they're struggling with, a real big thing that you can do, that I always do, if I see somebody say something on Facebook like, I'm struggling with this, I will go to Google. That's how I research these days. And I will type in gut health and whatever they are complaining of, or whatever issues they have or condition, and I'll see if there might be a tie with gut health. I'll do it a lot of times with blood sugar, and just see if there is something that can, that's what our stuff addresses, and inflammation. Blood sugar, gut health, inflammation. Those are the three major causes of most medical conditions that Americans face. So I'll look that stuff up and just kind of get an idea and reach out to people privately. But it's sad because we can't really share this, we cannot share this stuff on Facebook, and there's so much to be shared. So many people have had so many wonderful stories, but I want you to understand, I'm not just blowing smoke up your rear. Our products really do change lives, okay? It's really humbling to hear some of the stories that we have on our very own team of people's lives that have been changed. Okay, so here's another thing, and I don't want this to turn into, I'm trying to make you, I'm grasping at you to understand why Plexus is so much better than other companies out there, but coming from somebody who I believe in network marketing and I've done it before, I just see how this is so different. We have this thing, this motto called One Plexus, which might sound cheesy and it might not be something that you fully understand yet, but I'm going to tell you, if you can get yourself involved within this team, If you're far away, get involved on the team page, get involved this way by being on Zooms. If you can go to events and see people in person, you're going to experience one of the most uplifting, encouraging, positive, happy, incredible communities out there. We truly care about the businesses of each other. And it doesn't, people that are my sidelines or people not even on my team, I want to help them. I want to work with them and they want to work with me and they want to help me. And it is across the board. It's not just our team. Yes, we have the best team in Plexus, hands down. But I'm telling you, across the entire company, everybody is willing to work for each other and cheer each other on. And it is something I've never, ever seen in any sort of setting. And it's amazing. I swear if I was just bringing in $100 a month, probably not working as hard as I am bringing $100 a month, that would be hard. But if I was just making $100 a month, it would be hard to walk away because I wasn't making more because of this community. I cannot, this is my family. So I want you to open your heart to just seeing what kind of friendships can blossom from this. So I'm going to ask for more hands. If you've been with Plexus for a while, can you raise your hand if you have developed incredible friendships throughout this process? Yeah. One of my favorite things about Plexus. Okay. So I kind of want to go from here. Just that was my big spiel on why Plexus is so amazing and why I think you should go all in. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of you, most of you, if you're new, you don't know who I am. You don't know me from, whoever. And so this might be hard for you. But right now you have a really, really big decision. You already made one big decision. You clicked join. Okay. And that was a good one. You made a good choice. But now you have another big decision. And that is if you're willing to trust what I'm telling you. If you are willing to trust that this really is real and that all of these people really do care about you and want the best for you business and health-wise, and that this can be something so amazing for you, this business, just trust me on it and go all in and really give your best effort. I really don't think that you'll be disappointed. So I'm just asking you to trust me, okay? So that was just kind of my spiel on why, okay, and why Plexus, why it's just different. And so I want you all to know that, okay? So now let's talk a little bit more about, okay, I like what you're saying, Jacqueline. You seem like you might tell the truth most of the time. What do I need to do? How do I get there? Like, what do I do? I always tell people when they're first starting out that they need to be setting goals, okay? And so this may not be in the best place to say this, but like I said, like I told my team earlier, I don't have 3 pages of notes like I typically do for Zoom. So I'm just going with it here. Your first goals within Plexus are to hit $500 in sales. We call that PV, personal volume or product volume. That can include your orders as well. Okay. So $500, 500 PV. And it's actually, your PV is going to be slightly less than the dollar amount of the products. Okay. So for example, if you are a triplex buyer, it's going to be $109.95 as an ambassador. It's going to translate to 101 PV. So it's just under the dollar amount. But once you get to 500 PV, your commission jumps up. Okay? Anything under 500 PV, if you don't hit that mark, you're going to earn 15% commission, which is nice. But 25% commission makes it a whole new ballgame. Okay, so you really want to reach that. And that's just a handful of customers in your own personal order, which I want to go back to that thing about your own personal order. It is really, 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 really important for you to be consistent with your own personal health journey, okay? So I want to make sure that you have a convenience order in place. If you are taking the triplex combo, you need to be dedicated to the triplex combo. It cannot work if you do not work with it. And I'm guessing that, a lot of you may have seen the business opportunity here and jumped on for that, but I'm guessing a lot of you saw health results from somebody that you know and trust. You're not going to get them if you're inconsistent. So please set up that convenience order so that it ships to you before you run out of product, okay? Because I'll tell you this, when I run out, I'm a dum-dum. I'm out of ProBio 5. So you guys, I might not sleep well tonight. Oh man, see, dumb, don't do it. And I'll have a lot of people say, Well, why would I want to take something that I'm going to have to take my whole life? Oh, you mean like water? Yeah, you're going to have to drink water your whole life. Oh, you mean like exercising? Yeah, you should probably do that your whole life for best results. Okay. This is eating healthy food. You're going to do that your whole life if you want to be healthy. Any good doctor is going to tell you a probiotic's important. Any good doctor is going to tell you multivitamins important. Whatever. Just be consistent. Okay. Just don't be a dum-dum and run out of, oh, I'm so mad at myself right now. Sorry. Oh, that's bad. Bad news. Don't want to run out of that. Okay, so the other goal you want to set for yourself is to promote to silver, that first rank, that average of over $400 a month for silver ambassadors. That requires signing 3 qualified ambassadors under you. So I want to challenge you. If you are brand new, I want to challenge you to go silver next month. And in fact, I want to challenge you to go silver in the first week of the next month. Okay, can you sign 3 people within that first week? I believe you can. I believe that you can find a good friend. I believe you can find a cousin, a sister, your mom, your mother-in-law, somebody that wants to join you on your health journey, okay? And I bet you can get yourself to silver. They don't have to want to work the business, okay? When I joined, I didn't want to work the business. Look at me now. And it's fine if they never make that jump to work the business. But 3, that jump starts your team. You get a nice $100 bonus, okay? That is a great place to start, okay? So silver, promote to silver. I want you to also, if you have not yet gotten your success kit, it'll be coming in the mail. I want you to actually look through it. I know a lot of you, when you first get your welcome pack in the mail, you're really excited for your products, okay? And I was too. But I'm telling you that the success kit has most of the vital information for you to review as a brand new ambassador. So the first thing that I think that you should take a look at is what's called the Quick Start Guide. It looks like this, and it just opens up and it gives you 10 steps. It's really simple. It's really quick. And it just is, your basic stuff that you need to do. Take a look at that, okay? Go through that. If you have questions on that, reach out to your sponsor about it, okay? That's one thing I also want to tell you guys. Never, never, never feel like you are alone in this journey. If your sponsor is not responsive, or maybe they don't know the answers, or maybe they're brand new just like you, reach out to their sponsor. Go up the chain until you get answers, or go on those team pages and ask your question, because you're not in this alone. We all want to help you out. So make sure that you're asking questions. But this is where the number one place that I would have you start, okay? I think it's also important to take a look at this here, our product guide. And what these are, they're cards, and they talk about each of our products. They give you talking points. And then you also have a handy dandy little pricing guide in here. So those of you that are veterans, you probably have forgotten about some of this stuff. This is good information to have. When you go, you don't have to know everything about Plexus when you go and talk to people about it. I still don't know everything about Plexus. I can't answer everything. And I think people really appreciate when you share what you know, you are excited and passionate, and if they ask you a question you don't know the answer to, you say, I don't know, that's a great question. I will find out and get back to you. Because they'd rather that and have the correct answer than you make something up on the fly and give them wrong information. People totally appreciate your honesty. So I would highly suggest you don't wait until you're an expert. I'm still not an expert, and I'm over 2 years in. Just go. You can learn as you earn. In fact, that's the best way to learn, is as you're going through just the process, okay, and talking to people. I also want to talk about the success guide. So this is like the meat and potatoes of the success kit. This is everything. Okay, this is so huge what this shares, okay, the information that's in here. And so I would really like for you to go through it and chat with your sponsor periodically about as you go through each chapter, ask your questions, make sure that you truly understand what's here, okay, what's in here. And I'm not going to go over the information in here because I do want you to read it, but it's great, okay? It's a really good starting spot. I think also, beyond that, what is going to be really important for you to do is to understand our compensation plan. To understand our compensation plan is going to help guide your business down the path that you want it to go down. So you are going to, when you understand our compensation plan, you're going to better be able to understand when you're talking to somebody whether or not they should be a customer or maybe they should be an ambassador, because that's kind of one of those tricky things, okay? My general rule of thumb for this, when you're trying to decide, you've got people interested and you're like, should I have them sign as ambassador? Should I have them be a customer? Here's my general rule of thumb. If they want to order one product, they need to be a customer. Absolutely. They absolutely need to be a customer, okay? If they want to order, say, the triplex combo, and they're willing to give it 3 to 6 months, ambassador. It's going to save them money, and it's going to help them be successful just being a part of the team pages and maybe even be interested in the business side. If you've got somebody that's a little flaky, if you've got somebody that's super skeptical, I would really probably have them start out on the customer side, and they can always upgrade later, okay? Because here's the deal. If you have somebody join you as an ambassador, there's never a minimum. We don't have a minimum. We have to order, okay? So if they start off and they're like, yeah, I'm going to do the triplex combo, sounds awesome. And then the next month they're like, oh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to order the slim from now on. It is that investment that they made, that $34.95 is not going to be worthwhile. And you're going to make nothing off of them being an ambassador. It's going to negatively impact your business. They would have brought in a greater income for you as a customer. Okay, so you really want to be careful with that. But this is going to be really good. I highly suggest too, I'm a big person on videos. There are videos over our compensation plan. There's one that corporate has put out. It's a real short one, and it kind of goes over what our compensation looks like. Watch videos, okay? Plexus Worldwide has their own YouTube channel. You can go there, check stuff out. I really suggest that you just dive in and you just immerse yourself with Plexus knowledge, okay? You're just going to feel more confident if you do that. And it's not something that has to take up a lot of your time. This is something that can be done when you're doing other things. I always listen to videos or recorded calls when I'm folding laundry. I would do it in the car if I didn't have 3 crazies. Now I have 2 crazies and 1 angel, but I have a back seat loaded with kids, so it's kind of hard to listen to videos and get what I need to get. But that's, if you drive to work, maybe you don't have crazy kids like I do, you can actually listen. That's a good time to do it. It doesn't have to be something that's adding on to your day. It's something that you can just kind of fit in into those pockets of time that you have throughout your day to train yourself, okay? There are so many videos on YouTube, our team page. There are recorded calls that are posted. It's important to listen in on those. Anytime you see a Zoom training like this, join in. Pat yourself on the back right now for being on here, because that's huge, especially if you're new. Because this is, maybe you've never heard of Zoom, or maybe this is a little intimidating. You're here. That's incredible. Right there, that tells me that you have total rock star potential, okay? You are able to step outside your comfort zone. So that's big, okay? Join in with the team. We love having you here, okay? So any chance you can. I think I mentioned earlier, be active on the team pages. When you see somebody, on Wednesdays, we do Welcome Wednesday. When you add a new ambassador, you'll add a little graphic and a little blurb about them in the comments. And we love welcoming our new ambassadors. Jump on there and welcome people. If you see somebody reached a milestone or hit a promotion, comment on there. Really get involved, because it's weird how just through Facebook, you'll find these friendships. I made friendships with people through Plexus, and I didn't meet them in person for months. And then when I did, it was like, I know you. I see pictures of your 5-year-old every single day. But it's cool. It's really fun, and it's definitely worth your time. I also wanted to just talk about events. So this is an event, but also there's a good chance that there are in-person events, live events in your area. If you are in Kansas City, there absolutely are events near you, so get there. If you are in Chicago, there are events from time to time, Charleston, Illinois. But we have team members throughout the United States. So if you're somewhere and you don't know other ambassadors in your area, reach on out to your upline and We will connect you with people. They may not be on our team, but remember that whole thing about one Plexus, people will welcome you in. So I do want to be sure to connect you with other ambassadors because it's great. This is really all I want to throw at you right now because I feel like there's a lot that we could throw at you, but I feel like it's something that you need to do in your time. And a lot of it is right in that success kit. Okay, right in that success guide, that one that I said was the meat and potatoes. What you need to do is in here. So a couple questions. Again, you need to ask yourself, do I trust this Jacqueline Stanley chick, what she's telling me? Maybe you don't have to trust me, but you can trust the person, your sponsor. Okay. Another question you need to ask yourself is, do I want this? Do I deserve this? The answer is yes, you did deserve it, but you have to completely be on board with that. And then also, am I coachable? Am I willing to do the things that my sponsor and my upline suggest can help create a successful business? If you're willing to be coachable, you're willing to take our advice, you can do this, okay? And we are happy to pour out our words of wisdom and give you challenges. It is up to you to take them, okay? We're all here for you. We are so excited to have you on the team. And I will open it up for questions. There may not be any because this was kind of a basic thing. But if you're new, do not be shy. If you're old, you're probably not shy. Jump on, ask questions. But you'll want to unmute yourself if you have anything that you want to ask. No. I love seeing all these beautiful faces. Thank you, guys. Oh, do I have somebody unmuting?
Yeah, I unmuted. I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
There's the website we're supposed to log on to so we are able to generate, or I guess you would get to get income. We have to have that set up because I have given others my web page where they can order.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that they can order before they, sit down and actually let me help them. But in case they may possibly, go on and order one item, do I have to have that set up?
You'll be okay. They will send you an email and they'll say, you have funds in your pay portal. You need to register. So it'll be okay. You won't lose out on that. But I would suggest doing it as soon as possible so that you have that all set.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions?
Jacqueline,
No.
I have one.
Go for it.
Do you know when the PV is actually added to your total, like orders? As soon as somebody orders, obviously it doesn't add to your PV. Like, at what point does it get added?
So are you waiting for something right now? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay, end of month is insane. Like, I used to track the top PV for our team, and I'd do it like at midnight. And then the next day I'd have people messaging me, oh no, I'm pretty sure that I should be here, PV updated in the middle. So it can take, especially the last days of the month, because it's like panic mode. Everybody's like trying to hit all their goals. It can take a while. It might not be till tomorrow morning.
Okay. And then for any, like the big reveal incentive and the PV for your month, is it like midnight your time, whatever time zone you're in, or is it a specific?
It is 12 p.m. Eastern. So it's 12 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, so 11 p.m. Central, which I think is most of us. Yes, that's the cutoff.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sure. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Go for it.
For the silver status on your ambassadors, do you need to sign up the 3 new ambassadors like in the 1 month to be silver, or can it be over time, or how does that work?
Okay, so it's kind of confusing. So I'm going to try my best to explain this. They have to be qualified. Remember I said that earlier. They have to be qualified. You have to have 3 of them qualified within a month's period. So they don't all have to be signed within the month, and you don't lose, like let's say in the month of April you sign 2, and then in the month of May you sign 1. Well, you have 3, but chances are when you sign that 1, those first 2 from April haven't ordered yet. But once they do in May and they're at 100 PV, then you would hit silver. So it can happen, and you can sign them whenever. It's just within 1 month, you have to have 3 people that are qualified within a month's time. And as soon as you have 3, and if that happens on the first day, then you're silver on the first day. But it's within a calendar month.
Okay, so when you said like the 2 in April and then 1 in May, could it be that like the ones in April, if they order, and the 1 in May, like if they all order in June together and they get it the 100 PV, is that when that's when you would hit silver then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whenever you have 3, within a month, whenever that happens. So yeah, if it wouldn't be till that following month, then that's when it would be.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Sure. And I would suggest, from experience and from what I've seen, the faster you can get to silver and get the ball rolling, the better. And I know that's kind of like one of those, well, of course, yeah, everybody wants to promote faster, but the quicker you can do that, your Facebook audience is watching, your friends and family are watching, and the quicker you can make that happen, the better things are going to work out for you. And obviously that's not always in our control, but we're going to do the best we can to try to make that happen as quickly as we can. Any other questions?
I have a quick question about network marketing, because that seems to be, well, I came into this probably a week ago.
Uh-huh.
And I already have, I can't keep up with the amount of messages I'm getting in regards to posts I'm making about Plexus. But you mentioned things that you can't say, things that, how you should say things, and, ways to promote network marketing, to where it's going to be the most beneficial. Is there somewhere I can go? I know you mentioned YouTube videos, but I'm kind of, wanting to make sure that I'm doing that right. So if there's something I can watch or information on that before I kind of dive in and then do something that maybe, I shouldn't.
So that is such a good question. Such a good question. So let me kind of explain where all that comes about from. So the FDA, regulates, they don't want us saying things like headaches, migraines, whatever, all that stuff, because it's basically saying that we can treat or cure whatever it is. We can't say that. So no, there isn't anything, and I'm going to say yet, because I feel like we may have a training coming when we're at convention next month, talking a little bit more about compliance. But if you post something, or if you have something in question, there's something that you want to post and you're like, oh, I wonder if I can say that, ask your sponsor. And if they don't know, again, go up the chain. But right now there isn't anything in place. Basically, if it is some sort of a diagnosis or condition, you can't say it. We have little like sneaky ways of saying things like severe pain in my head, or the seasonal sneezing and itching and watery eyes. Those things are okay. Now there's also on the other side, there's like the monetary things that we cannot claim, those are even harder for me to grasp. I wish I could do my own training and train you guys on this stuff, but I don't feel like I grasp it well enough. And I think we're in a transitional period where we're still learning all this stuff. So no, you won't get in. It's not like, you post something wrong and we're all going to hate you. We'll let you know, and we'll say, hey, here's how you can change it up just to make it so that you're not going against compliance. But yeah, so long story short, the answer is no, there isn't anything yet. I would love for there to be something though in the future.
Hey, Jacqueline, it's Christy.
Hey.
Oh, I just wanted to add a note. Something that my ambassadors do that's really helpful. Obviously, when you're posting, you can't put it all out there, but if you're having a one-on-one message with somebody after your post, like they responded and now you're private messaging them, you can feel free to share, whatever details, go into, health conditions that you've experienced, relief from at that point. It's just not putting it out there to the whole Facebook audience.
Yeah, it can't be posted on Facebook. Private message, whatever you want. I mean, honest stuff, but yeah, you can tell people that in a private message or a private conversation. Yep. Chrissy, did you have something else? Sorry. Did we cut you off?
Nope,
No,
I'm good.
I think, yeah,
Oh.
I'm good.
Okay, good. Sorry, Chrissy.
Oh, sorry.
I had Chrissy and then Christy.
Sorry.
You're good.
So.
Anybody else?
Jacqueline, I have another one.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of YouTube training videos from a lot of different ambassadors, mainly diamonds that do different trainings and things. And a lot of them are saying when you are signing somebody up, whether it's a preferred retail or wholesale customer ambassador, to get them on the phone and walk them through signing up. I've always just sent them the directions and instructions on how to do it and said, let me know. What is your thought on that?
Best case scenarios, you can get people on the phone. That's really hard. I mean, it's hard to do. But it's really one of those things that's great if you have somebody that's on the fence and, you're really trying to get them to do it and they're really thinking about it. Just shoot a message. Hey, can I call you in a few minutes just to talk this through with you? And that's when you can do, I love this trick that my sponsor used on me. I was on a call with her and she's like, well, just get out your computer so I can just show you a few things. And she took me to her website and she got me enrolled. It was kind of funny. Thank God she did that. But you can get people on the phone. Yes, it is the best. And it's going to be a good way to ensure that they enroll properly or order the right products that you talked about. And then if they are signing up as an ambassador, walking them through and explaining and answering any questions they have on the convenience order, it can be really helpful there. So more so on the ambassador side, if possible. But both, yes, I think it is really, really a good idea if you can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I really can't stress that convenience order enough. We really want to make sure that we're setting people up for success, and they're just not going to be successful if they take the products for 30 days and then stop and they're inconsistent. So having that in place is so important. It's going to encourage them to continue. So I cannot stress that enough.
Do you think that because I've had two people who I really think, two or three, that I think that if I would have gotten them on the phone and made sure that they ordered what I had suggested, that they would not have canceled after less than a month. And I'm like, well, that's why I suggested what I did, because I knew you wouldn't be happy with this other thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm afraid that I don't want them to feel like that's maybe pushy, and I don't want to lose somebody. But I guess if you lose them in the end anyway, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think that it's going to come across as pushy because you're getting them. It's really an investment in your time. Like, can I get you on the phone? And it's just a good way for them to be able to get all their questions answered. It's just so much easier to do it that way rather than on Messenger where you have to wait for the person to see it and get back to you when they have a chance.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, Jacqueline, I have a question. It's Liz.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, mine's a back office question. Is there a way to actually see like a detailed report of where the personal volume is coming from? Because you can hover over it and it has the pointer, but you can't actually click on it. And so I feel like I've gone through every report, but I can't figure it out.
So your ambassadors, individual PV, like where their PV is coming from, or your own PV?
Just how my PV all came together as one.
So you can go your customer report. Have you gone to that one? It's
I just didn't know if it just showed
you can't get it from your detailed genealogy. It won't, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, you can't get a breakdown from there.
Okay.
You
Then I'll-
can right now with our convention contest, you can go to that report and it'll
Yeah.
tell you your number for your, I mean, you can click on who you have as your new customers. I mean, you can click on that stuff, but not in the detailed genealogy. No.
Okay. Perfect. That's all I needed.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? No. You guys, thank you so much for being on here. I hope this was helpful. It was really basic, but I just, just some stuff I wanted to share with you newbies. We want to welcome you. If you're a veteran, we love having you on the team. And so thank you guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy your Sunday evening.